Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriel, coming at you straight from New York City, and today we are going to talk about AOC, the Congresswoman, La Mentirosa, Trumpetita, as I like to call her, the female Spanish Trump. Yo, oh man, she just proves herself to be una mentirosa, like always, just lying out her donkey ass looking face over and over again. All right, because here we go. She tweeted out, she made a story, a whole big deal out of how dilapidated and broken down her grandma's house was after the hurricane hit Puerto Rico not too long ago. You know, and she's here making a story trying to blame Trump, saying that Trump blocked aid to Puerto Rico, and therefore people like my grandmother are living in conditions like this, or had to flee their homes, waiting for repairs to come to their homes. And you know, Trump is so bad. Trump is so bad because look at the suffering that he isn't relieving. You know, it's his responsibility to bring aid to people after a natural disaster happens, right? It's like, okay, sure, yeah. You know, if Trump had a delayed or some type of misresponse to a hurricane hitting Puerto Rico, then yeah, he should be criticized for that. By all means, go ahead, bash on Trump. I don't care for the guy, all right? But then here we go, right? I think his name is Matt Walsh, right? He's a guy on the right. He says, like, dude, you're you, all right? You're living in a fancy apartment. You driving around in a Tesla, you know, that costs like $500 a month, right? You got like all these fancy things at your home and stuff like this. You know, you dress in nice suits, $1,000 suits and stuff like that. Yeah, you here asking the government to help out your family, because even if her point was that it's not about my abuela is fine, she doesn't need any help because we got her and whatnot. It's about the general population in Puerto Rico. It's like you can't do nothing about that either. So we have AOC just lying on her ass like always. She talking about how Trump is so bad that he didn't help out the Puerto Rican people, yet she's in a position where she can help the Puerto Rican people and chooses not to. And instead she's making tweets about it just to bash on Trump, even though the guy isn't even the president anymore. But, you know, but sure. So then the Daily Wire guys, they set up a GoFundMe for her, right? For AOC and her family, for AOC's grandmother. And they just, it's GoFundMe, right? GoFundMe handles the money, right? All they need to, all AOC's family needed to do was literally accept it. But what does AOC do? She says that they're not gonna accept it, right? It's like, yeah, you say your family and your people are struggling so much, yeah, you're not going to accept help from the American people that you could use to not only help your grandma, but even help out the entire freaking community in that area. It was over 100K raised by people that were donating. There was no strings attached. There was no hidden agenda there. That was literally just people donating to a GoFundMe that was aimed at relief for a Puerto Rican resident because of the hurricane that hit them. But no, she put politics before her own family and before her own people. But yeah, we're here supposed to think that she's some type of virtuous person. She's a good person. She's a good person, right? Denying help to her grandmother and to the people in Puerto Rico, because nothing was going to stop her or her grandma from using that money to help out everybody else in Puerto Rico that needed help. Nothing was going to stop that from happening. She's the one that's stopping. She Trumpetita, man, I'm telling you. She blaming Trump for stopping aid to the Puerto Rican people, and then when aid was directed directly at her, She stopped it. She told GoFundMe, I will not accept it, and now GoFundMe has to give all that money back to everybody that donated. She's full of shit. She's a liar. That's all what it is. That's all I'm going to say for this video, man. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.